this tutorial, I'll be looking at those basic components of Microsoft Office or Microsoft Word. So without much wasting time, let's just jump into the video by opening our MS Office Word. So me, I'm using MS Office 2019. So I open it. Let me just click and open my document that I'm going to use for this tutorial. So when you open, the home button will appear where you have a lot of ribbons. So let me just copy this text and then start trying my hands on all the ribbons. This is bold, italic, underline. The underline, when you right click, you are going to have a lot of access to different kinds of underlinement, double broken, single, deep underline, and all those stuffs. Aside that, you can indicate the color that you want to use to underline. Yes, the button off and the drop down menu. And here the X is the button is used to enter a superscript or a subscript at so when I want to enter 10 raised to the power 2, I'll have to highlight the 2 and I'll then click on the X raised to the power 2 at the home button. Yes, and likewise if I want it to be a subscript, how you highlight it, then right click on the X subscript 2. Yes, so that is it. In case you are typing some mathematical understanding, you have such a figure. This is as easy as simple to type it. So in this one, this is where you can be increasing your font size or decreasing it. Then you can also have the cap case where you can change your sentences to both caps lock or lowercase or sentence case or capitalizing each letter. Alternatively, you can use Shift plus F3 to change your case. And then you can also have the highlighted text where you can type anything and then try to change the color of the text into any different color that you wish. Yes. So when you highlight it and click on this button, you are going to change the color of the text from black to any color that you want. By default, every text you enter is in black, so you can change it to any other color as well. You can make it blue, green, anyone that you want, just to beautify your works. Okay, so we will continue. We can also talk about other aspects of the ribbons when you come to the home button. Yes, we can talk about the alignment, right align, center align, justify, left align. So when you put it on the center, your text is going to the center, and the left is going to the left hand side, and the justify will arrange the edges of your document, so it will make it, it will make the document have uniform edges for better reading experiences. Justify are good when you are reading. When you are reading a justified document, is very nice and interesting. So you can try it out in your documents that you type using MS Office. Okay. So here we can decide to change our font or our line spacing. Yeah, line spacing, the standard one is always 1.5, but some documents demand a lot of spacing, so you can decide to do that. And then when you go to the insert button, the first basically that we normally do in the insert button is to insert a table. At times we have documents that need some tables to be inserted, so Any moment you define a table and click on enter, remember you can be short of tables and you want to what increase it. It is quite simple. Yes. Anytime you bring the mouse pointer to the table, you have the chance to increase the number of table. Yes, I can click on that, and then when maybe you want to add some rows, likewise you send the mouse pointer to the edge of the rows, and then when you see the plus and click on it, it is going to add different ones. Oh, what if you want to draw a subtable within a table? Yeah, you go to the insert and then go to table and then you go to what? Draw a table. So the draw a table will display a pencil for you. This pencil you are going to use it to divide the already defined tables in your MS Word. Yes. So this is a very nice picture. If you don't want to do with the draw table, you can go to the eraser. The eraser will clean all those subtable you drew inside each of the already defined tables. So just as simple as that. So these are some basic things you might not be knowing in your MS Word. So it's very nice you get to know about them. So what if you want to increase your table without you just going to the distance there using the mouse pointer? All those things can be done in the insert button. The ribbons that will be displayed will contain all of them. But let's see, here we are going to merge some cells. Yeah, we are going to merge some cells. So I select a range of cells and then right click on it and I go to merge. Now this will allow us to enter text through the table. Enter a text through the table. Yes. So it is less as simple as that. At times you are drawing a times table for learners, you might need to merge some of the tables in such a way that you can enter some information across all the tables. So it's very important. So now let's go to the design. The design here, it will allow you, basically you're going to look at 2 or 3 things: watermark, page border, and then page color. Let's go to the watermark. Imagine we want to write a text throughout our document. That will be what? Somehow fainted in our document. So now we go to the design, the last end of the MS Word. You can see watermark. So we click on it and we define it ourselves. We can decide to enter our text or we can decide to use a picture or photo. So here let me enter the text that I want to use as my watermark. So you can enter it, define its font size, font style, and then the color of it. After that, when you just click on OK, it will apply to the whole document. What if you don't want it to apply to the whole document? You can also define everything over here. So now when I click on OK, you see my watermark is ready. So now let's try and use a photo. Yeah, so let's go to customize watermark. So you just use a photo. Okay, now I'll just try to work offline. So let me search through my PC. Okay, now let me just pick any picture I see on my desktop and use it for the purpose of this tutorial. So I click on it. Okay, so I'll then have my picture as my watermark. So it's as easy as it is. So these are some of the basic things you have to know in your message. So now what if I want to change the color of my paper? I don't want it to be white. Some documents I will need my color to be different color altogether. So I can do that also in the design. And now we can also talk about the page borders. So the page borders in the design, just close to the watermark, you see the page design. So we can decide to give some borders to our document. So you can define it, giving the borders to only the first document or the whole document. So yes, as simple as that. When you go to the design, you go to the far end of your right hand side, you see the page borders, or you can decide to even give the color of the borders you want to give to your document. Everything is just as you see. So I can decide to give it to the whole document, and then there we go. I'll have my document well bordered with some kind of nice arrangement. Now let's go to the layout. Here we can use to define the edges of our document. How far should text move upwards, downwards, to the right or to the left hand side of our document? So we can go to the customizer. You can see top, bottom, left and right. The more it decreases, the more your text move to the edges of your document so that it can contain a lot of text. So you can go to the orientation where you can define our page orientation for the portrait or the landscape. So now let's go to the size. You can decide to split our document into two, into three, or into any number that we want. So when you split it into two, it will share the document into two, arrange it accordingly, and then the text will take both aspects of the document as is being divided. So you can give it 3 too. As you see. So by my document, I just need only one size of it. You should just take the whole document at a go. Don't forget to give us a subscription to MHARNA'S Gadgets for other videos that will be coming onto your way. In the next video, we will try to look at a different other aspects of the Microsoft Word document. Now, let's see. I have a document. I want to translate it. So I will go to the review tab. So I'll go to the translate. You see a translate. So make sure that your PC is having internet access in this regard. So Microsoft Word is able to detect automatically the language, so I don't have to select the language source. So now when I do, Microsoft Office is going to translate it into any language that I want. And this my document is in French, so it could easily be translated into any other language. So I'll try to translate it into English, and you see. So in the review tab, when I go to the review tab, I'll go to translate. So the translate, I'll choose translate the whole document. So I'll translate the whole document, and then it will duplicate the document I have one in my already French language and the other one in my language of preference. So you see, I have translated the document so many times. Yes, I translated it many times. So now let me open the translated document for you to see. So you see, as it was in French, now this one is in English. So likewise, I can translate it to any other language of my choice. So it is very important feature because at times you have a whole lot of documents to be translated. So whether it's in PDF, any document at all it is. So you can decide to convert it to doc format. Use Microsoft Office to do your translation. So translation is being very simple. So now let me try and compare the two documents. So I open my first, I click on the window key plus the left arrow. So now I open the next document, I click on the window key plus the right arrow. So now these are the two documents. This is the original source and this is the translated one. So you see how it is well translated, everything is intact. So guys, don't forget to hit subscription button and help grow our channel for more incoming video tutorials on technological development, on computing, and on many aspects of our work. So thank you.